Well, it has gone down a bit, but it's not all that much. I mean, still, people are still being sent to prison. I mean, we have more prisoners, I think, than any other country in certainly Western Europe.
Yes. Right.
And we have more prisoners, I think, or life prisoners than any. In fact, the combined populations of Western Europe. So that will tell you the kind of profile we have.
And I thought also there was a question about the indeterminate sentences, that was actually being confronted, and they were going to no longer permit that to happen.
Yes, well, it would change the law, but the IPP, as it's called, still it wasn't retrospective. So you've got, I think, about 8,000, more than 8,000 in there, yes. And about 3,500 that are in prison way, way beyond their tariff.
Right, right. And so there's no, how is it possible that they have a law that makes it no longer possible for people to be sentenced to that extended sentence, and yet it doesn't
well, it wasn't retrospective.
Right, okay. Does no one see any contradiction in that?
Oh, I'm sure there are, but they didn't particularly want to make it retrospective because so many people would leave the prison.
Right.
And they don't want that to happen because there's jobs involved.
But it's a lot of money to be saved in the process. I mean, they're clearly, paying. I would imagine what, 50,000, 60,000 a pound per prisoner.
I think it's less than that now, according to the latest figures. But it's about 45,000 a year, which is a lot of money.
Yeah,
I mean, it's cheaper to send somebody to Eton and on to Oxford and Cambridge for the next 10 years than it is to put somebody in prison. I mean,
and wouldn't it be cheaper also to offer to one of these private companies or non-government organisations something less than that amount of money to ensure that they are supported in the community and having completed their sentence, doing something useful, presumably learning some new skills?
Well, that's the plan.
Yes.
Yeah, but they'll only be paid on the basis of results.
Yes.
So if they get a good result, then they'll get paid, which of course means that you have to wait for a long time before you get paid. Because it might.
Oh, so you don't get paid along the way?
No, you get paid if the person doesn't reoffend.
I see. Oh, okay, right. So the IPP, there's no plan at all to get those people back into the community. That's not.
Well, they're trying to. I mean, I think the European Court said that keeping people in after their tariff, when in fact there were no courses for them to do, because they can't leave until they've done this course and that course and so on. Well, if there aren't any courses, then they can't do anything, so they're stuck in prison.
Yes.
And the European Court has said that's unlawful, that's disgraceful, but still goes on.
Okay, and so it would save money in order to have them do their courses and release them, surely?
It would, yes, of course.
But nobody's acting.
Well, yes, but of course they don't want to just say, well, we'll release everybody, because there are some very serious individuals there, so who might go on then and have gone on to commit rather serious crimes. So there is a bit of a balance there.
But having completed their sentences, they're entitled to be released, surely?
Yes. Well, if it's an IPP, it's a sentence, of course, for public protection.
Yes.
So if somebody goes in and they get to the point where they finish their tariff, the argument is, well, that's very nice, but this person is quite capable of still going out and killing somebody, so you can't just say goodbye. You've got to be absolutely certain that the person is now very different.
Okay, but you never say that about anyone, really. We don't know even about you.
That's what I told the judge.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, so I mean, that's the truth, isn't it?
It is, yes. But I do think if you've got somebody who has committed serious crimes, there is the potential for that to happen again. Yeah. And when you release somebody, you have to be very certain that they're not going to there's not going to be more victims.
So isn't the principle then of the IPP still effective if that's the approach
I think no. I think the problem is that people are not getting the courses that they need.
Right.
Whether the courses work and whether they're relevant, of course, is another matter. That's another area that.